Hi everybody, it's Andrew Hutchings with you here yet again. Still tonight, same night as my last couple videos. Still not a doctor, still maybe a doctor. And this video is to tell you something shocking. So you may think, oh, creatine is not a steroid, doesn't it? That's not. And that's true, it's not. I'm not trying to say it is. But there's something shocking about it, that it actually does alter your hormones. So it does not increase testosterone, it doesn't decrease testosterone, but it does increase your dihydrotestosterone. So, hair loss, hair growth, that kind of stuff, which may be good, may be bad. I don't know, I'm getting a little receding hairline up here, trying to grow my hair out in case I lose it, but maybe I'll just end up cutting it because I don't like it a ton at this length. I mean, I like it, but I don't know. So creatine monohydrate, I mean, you don't need fancy creatine, but scientific studies have shown that it does significantly increase testosterone's conversion to DHT. I don't remember if it showed a decrease in the conversion to estrogen, but it could be assumed that if there's an increase to DHT, that there's a decrease in estrogen, but who knows, maybe it's not the rate limiting factor of the estrogen formation. So yeah, now you know. Now I know as of a few days ago that creatine actually does have hormonal effects. I hope it doesn't get banned someday. Even before knowing about that, I think creatine may end up getting banned someday, but it's kind of luckily in a safe spot because there's a lot of research documenting its safety. So yeah, probably it won't get banned. But yeah, if you don't want a lot of DHT because you're going bald, stay away from creatine. And what you should get instead, hold on 1 second. These pumpkin seeds. Yes, these things, pumpkin seeds. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like there's some miracle cure. I actually don't know how much 5-alpha reductase inhibitor is in them, but they have been shown, and documented I mean, to decrease DHT, dihydrotestosterone. Is there enough in this amount of pumpkin seeds to make a significant difference? I don't know. Maybe I'll look into it. Maybe you'll look into it. We'll see. Is there enough in a little handful? Is there enough in a whole bag? How much do you need to make the difference? To help your hair, to do whatever. Help your prostate. I forgot, DHT causes the prostate to grow. And the prostate already just grows and grows and grows little by little as you age. Which means that as you get older, you may have to go to the bathroom a lot. It may cause some other problems, and you may have to get a tube stuck up there, and they do surgery. And I mean, they don't stick the tube up. I mean, well, they stick different things in there to do the surgery, but then afterwards you gotta have the tube put in there so that you can get your pee out of there while it's healing. And I mean, who wants prostate problems? So yeah, you want to avoid excess DHT. Now, yeah, now that I know creatine does that, I should probably be more wary of it since I do have a receding hairline. And I just started taking creatine 2 days ago. So I'll check my hair to see if more falls out. When it's long, I notice more falling out. I think 'cause it's tangled and you pull it out easier. Plus, the longer the hairs are, the closer to the end of their lifespan they are, so more are falling out. Random fun fact, but after going to Chernobyl, my eyelashes started falling out. Scary. And actually, I almost did not go to Chernobyl because when I went to go to the tour bus on the morning that we're gonna go, I noticed that the guy was bald, and no big deal, but then I noticed the girl was bald too. So, I mean, I hope she doesn't have cancer, but I do also kind of hope that maybe she has cancer, so she lost her hair, and then she decided, oh, I already lost my hair, I have cancer. what will it hurt if I go to Chernobyl, free chemotherapy? Or maybe she's a hipster and decides she's gonna shave her head. But I nearly backed out when I saw that both the tour guides were bald. And they're telling, oh yeah, there's no radiation to worry about, blah, blah, blah. But why I went is a different story, and it's personal, and I was stupid for letting it make me go, but I think there wasn't too much radiation. I don't trust those Geiger counters they gave us because I know that they can rig them to be different. But I do think that probably the areas we went to had most of the radioactive contaminated objects removed. But there still were some, like pieces of metal that had like 300 times the normal safety limit of radiation. And every time the guy's like, oh, beep, 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 oh, look at this. People are like, oh, God. And they're like getting as close as possible. It's like, why are you getting closer to it? It has a whole bunch of radiation. Get further from it. It's like, people are stupid. I don't know if I've talked about this in other videos, but most people are stupid. It's that simple. That's why democracy can be a scary thing, because you've got a whole bunch of stupid people making decisions. Yeah. So if you're smart, hopefully it helps you have a great advantage in life, because most people are not smart. But hopefully you watching my videos, you are smart. And hopefully by watching my videos, you gain a little more intelligence step by step. I mean, knowledge is not intelligence. Education is not intelligence. But sometimes being exposed to certain thought trains, to certain thought processes, not that this one went into a lot of thought processes, but sometimes being exposed to that can help stimulate intelligence. But you gotta do your own thinking about things, really, and then research to figure. Like, you think about something, oh, I'm not sure about this, do some research. There's no answer. Oh my God, what are you gonna do? Well, you do more research about other things that could somehow tie back to it, so then you can deduce and induce things, and then, it's just like my normal thing I do every day, but people don't do that. I mean, even in my university, people their last year getting their bio degree or biochem degree or whatever, they've never read a scientific paper or a medical paper. It's like, I'm taking a class right now on how to read scientific papers. It's ridiculous because they're like, oh, this is an abstract. This is a title. I mean, even if you've never read a paper, you don't need to know what a title. I mean, if you don't know what a title is, you're a moron. You've got mental issues. Yeah, so they're teaching you how to read scientific papers. What is these people should not be getting degrees in their fields, because clearly they have no natural inclination to learn this stuff because they don't have an interest in it. And when you have no natural ingrained interest in something that drives you to learn more and more and more every day and be exposed every day, you're not going to be that good with it. You're not going to know a lot about it. It's not even those things. It's not, you can end up knowing a lot about it, but you won't have the same well spread out knowledge of someone else. Like, you may know the main things, but there's a huge difference between someone that knows like the main tenets of important stuff and someone who knows a zillion more things, and like something comes into question, and maybe because you know all these random unrelated things, it gives you just a whole lot more insight. Like when coronavirus happened, I'm a big fan of gin and tonics, and I'm a big fan of chemistry and the history of chemicals and all I'm into all this stuff. So I know about quinine, I know about chloroquine, I know about hydroxychloroquine, I know what they do. So when coronavirus first hit China and I started hearing about it on the news, like in January and February, I'm going, are they using quinine and chloroquine and anything? So I started Googling it, and I found like in February or something, they said they're not going to use chloroquine for it because like it's too cheap or something to produce, so they don't want to use it because they don't get a profit. Or I don't remember what it was, but all because I'm into gin and tonics and chemistry and pharmacology, and I know my contents of my gin and tonic. I know the chemical in it. I know its history. I know its derivatives. I know how they work. That all tied into coronavirus. And that's going to happen all the time when you just know, like, the person who's not every single day learning new stuff is not going to be on top when it comes to figuring something out, troubleshooting, because you can't just pull from the standard subjects. Like, everybody learns the same standard stuff in university, and it's supposed to make you so intelligent, able to do stuff, but really, the only way you can really be able to do stuff is if you just have a massive amount of information. Enough information that someone asks you, well, what is this stuff you know? You can't just say, oh, well, I know blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and then on my third year I learned blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Because it's so much more that you could never, you don't even know it yourself because it's deep into your brain. It only comes out when there's a situation that pulls it out into relevance. And I gotta remember what this video started off at. Creatine, DHT, then I went on to the pumpkin seed. So creatine increases significantly your DHT. Pumpkin seeds decrease DHT, but I'm not sure how significant they are. You can look into that. I'm not your personal researcher, but it's probably super easy. Just type in pumpkin seeds decrease DHT NCBI, you find an article, then you look and read what dosage and how much effect. That's what I would do. So please like and subscribe, check out my other videos, check out my Instagram, natural_true_fitness. You can hire me for coaching, workout plans, personal training if you're in the LA, OC area. You can hire me for anything, and I'll make sure you get the best bang for your buck. And I'm not a doctor. I just take all of the information of the world and of my brain, and I put it all in one place for you. The words from my mouth or the words from my pen or pencil, and make it easily accessible to you. Just general stuff. So, like, subscribe, comment, check out my Instagram and everything.